Kind of an informal video. Is something I was thinking about as I was sitting here in the shop and putzing around doing my thing, and it's kind of something that I bring up every once in a while and ask people about and what they think. And sorry if there's some new road noises. The new shop is on a not terribly frequently traveled road, but it's kind of a country high-speed lane kind of thing. So anyway, so something I think about every once in a while is humanity and its divorce from nature, or seeming divorce from nature. And so I ask myself in my head, and things I like to ask other people, the thing I like to ask other people is how dependent or reliant do you think human beings are on nature these days? Because it's fun to think about, way back in the day when you go back far enough, every one of us has ancestors that were primitive, polytheistic, pagan, nomadic, hunter-gatherers, and before those lifeways were wiped out for one reason or another around the world, we all had that kind of background. And so it's easy to say, well, that back then we were completely dependent on nature, and we were. But I think there's this thought that today, with all our technology and ideas and things going on in our day-to-day lives, and we all know a lot of people that go in a climate-controlled house, to a climate-controlled car, to a climate-controlled office, to a climate-controlled car, to a climate-controlled store, to a climate-controlled house. And that would seem very divorced from nature. And of course, the idea of the utopian future is humanity being able to leave Earth and go colonize other places, kind of a Star Trek-esque future, right? Where our technology transcends our dependence on nature. And but I think at this point in time we're still 100% dependent. Our power is 100% dependent on nature, our fuel, our food production, basically everything we need to live, although heavily sculpted and modified by humanity, is still 100% tied to nature. And I think the only divorce that has happened is in collectively society's minds. And we're at the cusp of this, at the beginning of a new revolution, right? We had the agricultural revolution, the industrial revolution, and now we're in the technological revolution. I think this one's just as bigger than the other ones. All of them affected how we do things and how we function socially. And I think some of the upheaval and craziness and turmoil in the world right now is because of this change, this fundamental change in how we operate as a culture and as people, and how we relate to each other. When we have a president that argues with leaders of other countries over 140 character tweets, the world's a different place. And it's I'm old enough where I've gotten to see both sides kind of it. It's very interesting. But anyway, point being is we're still 100% dependent on nature. We still owe it to ourselves to, you and I are connected in a way, like we still appreciate getting outside. It's not only the dependent side of nature, but also the appreciation and enjoyment of nature, and the appreciation of the value of having those wild places too, not just using nature as a resource. So we still need to promote that as a value, I think, all of us, as best we can. So anyway, that was just a random little thing for today. So maybe you got some cogs turning for you, and share the outdoors with your friends, family, neighbors, kids, uncles, cousins, nephews, nieces. If each of us turns on one person to the outdoors, then we can preserve the wild spaces that are left and not just end up with this floating dirt ball of used up resources. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys, as always, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.